The truth is, as unorthodox as this sounds, underconfidence can have some real benefits. Today, I'm going to tell you exactly how to embrace the good sides about being underconfident. Because between you and me, underconfidence is actually a bit of a superpower and astonishingly could benefit your career more than you ever thought possible. Still, stay till the end until you might hear the biggest joke between me and HR when it comes to talking about confidence. So first, subscribe to our channel if you want weekly videos that are going to help improve your career. And click that bell so you don't miss a video. I'm Dr. Suzanne Doyle-Morris, founder of Inclusic, and I have spent the last 15 years as a speaker to corporates, an executive coach, and also an author. And the tips I'm going to share with you today, they're all based on the experiences of my clients, plus the nearly 40 senior leaders from academia to banking and IT to pharmaceuticals who I interviewed for my third book, The Con Job. The truth is, a lack of confidence at work, well, it won't stop your efforts at getting better. It actually makes them more likely. So let's start with the obvious. The underconfident are actually often your hardest workers because they don't assume they have all the right answers. So that means underconfidence can be a secret weapon against those already so sure of themselves that they're not likely to make mistakes, because the truth is they make as many mistakes even if they're confident. So the first way that benefits is that it means that you're more likely to see potential problems. With less showy confidence, you're approachable, but also far likelier to think through alternative options and explore different possibilities to any problems you might face. So this came out when I was interviewing Derek Watson, who is one of the most senior people at the University of St. Andrews, effectively the COO, if you like. Now, when I spoke with him for the Con Job, he made a great point about how he actively seeks advice from the more junior people when he doesn't understand something. So let's be clear, these are the people who don't come across as all ultra confident, but they're the people he's going to advocate for if they give him good advice, which is a big win. He explained to me, you know what, they're the ones I can approach when I need detail on something I don't quite understand. He said to me, you know what, these people, while often on the lowest rungs, are like gold dust to me because they know their stuff, so they bloom when I ask their opinion. He acknowledged, it can be intimidating as what I'm asking may be, as they tell me, above their pay grade. If you're the type of person that Derek is talking about, try to find time with senior people to tell them about trends and new things you're noticing. Because leaders like Derek are so far from the detail that it can be refreshing to hear from someone who has their ear more closely to the ground. And if you aren't sure how something's going to go down, well then just ask their opinion about something you noticed and how they'd handle it if they were in your shoes. Taking this approach means you could become someone that others actively seek out when they want to know the real deal on something. And that, let's be honest, that's a great position to be in, and a way that underconfidence can totally build your career. So the second way underconfidence can benefit you is by turning you into a great listener. So if you can master the art of truly listening, now that is not just waiting for the other person's lips to finally stop so that you can chime in with your own witty anecdote, well, you're going to go pretty far. So for Barbara Ann King, who I also interviewed, that gift of listening enabled her to set up a really successful team within a major UK bank when she was working as a private banker. It was a bit of intrapreneurship, as we'd call it. So as an MD within private banking at Barclays at the time, listening to her clients was how King knew eventually to set up the female client group, which was a completely dedicated team. She noticed an increasing number of their private clients were starting to say, how come I never get to speak to a woman about any of my investments? Now, King was smart enough to know that by the time clients are asking questions or even complaining, well, you've missed a trick. However, listening to how clients talk is not something she thinks many industries do particularly well. She focuses on one of the most useful but least exciting ways to describe a competent team member. In our interviews, she said, when you talk to clients, they will tell you that they want a safe pair of hands managing their money. And that makes complete sense to me because it's their money we're talking about. They will quickly see through a presentation that wows if it can't deliver. It was those listening skills that made King set up the female client group team, and she got buy-in from the CEO to create the team that went on to perform 300% better on new client acquisition than other divisions within the same business. Pretty impressive stuff, and a move that will set her career apart within the industry, even a decade later. So this tip is to get better at simply asking questions than listening without interrupting or assuming that you know where the conversation's headed. So if you've seen these benefits in your own career or maybe in someone you admire, give me a thumbs up or tell me the industry that you're in the comments section below. Because comments can help other people who are thinking that maybe they're unconfident and they think of it as a struggle rather than the win that it actually can be, because it helps them know that this video is useful. The third way underconfidence can benefit your career is that it makes you more likely to seek out continuous self-improvement and show greater empathy. And here's that long-standing HR joke that I often get from the people who hire me. And that's that the type of people who are the most likely to benefit for any kind of executive coaching or soft skills training are often the least likely to seek it out, even when it could be great for them. Because remember, the confident people don't think that they need to improve. Instead, by seeking out ways you can grow your competency level, you'll be illustrating to others that you know that no one's perfect and that we can all improve and get better at it simply by doing additional training or more learning. And that's the kind of people that actually most employers would be wise to promote, the ones who always want to get better. So that's how you can make the most of your underconfidence and turn it into some real wins for yourself and your colleagues, particularly senior people like the ones I mentioned here, when they start to realize how great you are at what you're doing. So if you want to develop your career faster, then this third book, The Con Job, was written for you, because we are in a society where we rate confidence so highly that competent people sometimes are overlooked and fall behind their overconfident, but often less skilled colleagues. If this sounds familiar, then click the link below to get more information on the book. And you can also follow all of the activity on the book by looking at hashtag Morecompetence on both Twitter and Instagram. And please share it with your friends and colleagues too, because I gotta be honest, probably you're not the only one who feels this way. And subscribe to my channel so that you're the first to see the rest of the videos as they are released. Because if you've ever been told that you just need a bit more confidence, well, give this video a like and share on your own social channels, because you'd be surprised who else it might help. And don't forget to check out our other videos on the Competence versus Confidence playlist, because there's a lot more on how to make underconfidence work to your advantage.